always kind of thought of him as that methodical, you know, dash dance a little bit, but when he needs to get to an area, his movement is so crisp. Like, he is there. Like, if he up tilts you to top platform, he's already there, like, ready to down smash you.
Going for a weak hit bear into a grab, super smart there. That's the thing that really matters about Puff, is that you can't really combo her. It's one hit, two hit, run away. One hit, two hit, run away. Super good read on the jump there. Leighton was trying to read him jumping on the platform and trying to grab him there for a good up throw, and if he grabs him there, he cannot DA the up throw, but slox being aware of that goes for the early up air, catching him out. So this, in the matchup, when it's 4-3, is super important, because in most matchups, it's, a stock lead, one grab evens us up, or slox can run away with this. With Battlefield, it's a lot more Fox favored than people think. I still think it's quote-unquote the most neutral stage, but with that top platform, Fox can really kind of do whatever he wants.
That was kind of odd.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay. I think he overused his jumps there, so he caught out between the platforms, and I think he knew that slox was going to jump shine him, so he faded back, not knowing how many jumps he has. That happens time and time again. Like, Puff is a weird character, and as someone who's played Puff before, it's not very often you're counting your own jumps. You just kind of depend on having 6.
Yeah. Well, one important indicator is Puff will literally puff up less the less jumps that she has, but the puff, like when she jumps and she puffs herself up, it's actually not good because that extends your hitbox. So that's why you usually see H-Box do the forward air or the back air after.
Ooh, big up air.
Oh.
Ooh, tries to read the tech away. That was actually really smart on him. Slox going for that level 1 to mix him up. Ooh, slows down, hits that guard. So I think Leighton is one of these really unique Puff players. He's capable of the back air, very slow, methodical. Ooh, tries to read the tech in place. He had the read a little slow on it, misspaced it a tiny bit. But Leighton, his punish game is insane. He's able to kind of throw out these shark up airs to call out jumps, not in the way that Hungrybucks would to go for a platform tech chase, but he just like goes for it and goes hit, hit, hit. And you don't really see that with many Puffs.
Yeah, for sure. And even off the up throw, like, he's got those back air conversions. He can set up a wall of pain with an up throw, you know. He's not a fish out of water if he doesn't have his rest.
Tries to read the tech in there. I feel like every Fox there techs in. You like, as soon as they don't tech in, you're like, okay, yeah. Ooh, a little bit of scramble there. Slox wins those though. I feel like Fox always wins the scrambles in this matchup because Jigglypuff doesn't have anything that's super fast on the come out.
Yeah, he got that conversion way at the corner of the stage.
Going for a weak hit nair to go for a knockdown to bear off the tech, but gets called out by Slox. Game 1, pretty convincing. I think that Leighton had a few flubs, and I think that if you look at the stock count, it's not really indicative to how that game went. The first 2 stocks, super Slox dominated. Then Leighton kind of got his second win there, and then Slox kind of took back over. I feel like Leighton's kind of finding his groove here, and if he could really find a rhythm that can work into Slox, he'll be fine.
Yeah, and it would be really cool if he, like, didn't get 0 to death at the start.
Yeah, that's always hard to come back on. But he does have the win button on down B, so you never know. Goes for the kind of greedy pound. Slox was ready for a spacing outside of it. So Slox is really good about this matchup, and Peach especially, where he dash dances outside of the range, and he has such good control over his character, where you see most people, they would stop the dash dance and throw in some wave dash downs and some wave dashes just to like mix up the timing. He's so confident and in control of his character that he just stays in a very tight dash dance that whole time.
Yeah, and that's why you see him in the corner getting those really nice conversions, even though it seems like nobody in their right mind should be getting a conversion there.
That's one thing that is super important in this matchup, is not fearing the stage. A lot of people like to complain about how Jigglypuff doesn't care about the ledge, she doesn't care about stage positioning, but if you match her on that level of mentality where I don't care, I'm going to approach you there, that fearlessness can get you a lot of mileage, especially when you're in Slox's position where you have the momentum in your favor.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, if you fear, like, you can't be fearing the stage because Puff herself needs to come out and commit, you know? Like, obviously she's got disjoint, but if she wants to come out, then you're gonna have to get nared, you're gonna have to put yourself in a position to die. Yeah.
Cool. Yo, chat, let me know how it sounds. I moved it a little bit closer. If I'm still quiet, be sure to let me know. So, this is super important. This edge guard, ooh, tries to read the low side B. That was the level 1 option. Slox waiting, goes for the immediate jump, which you don't really expect. So, trading here is super bad. Fox wants to go for bears and airs, and if he can get Fox to 50%, or Puff to 50%, he's fine. He's happy with it. So, anything like that is super okay.
Yep, just wants that strong hit to set up that edge guard.
He's playing the top platform super well. The only thing that is kind of really important is you notice versus like floaties like Puff and Ices that when Fox comes down from the platform, it's pretty predictable. His drift can only get him so far. So if Leighton
Fox doesn't have good drift. Like that's a myth. Like the only reason he's got good drift is because he's super fast. And he can get to the drift position.
So falling off the platform, he can't get that full run speed to get the fast drift. So if Leighton can catch on to where he's dropping down from the platforms, I think he can kind of call him out with either a wave dash back grab, maybe an up tilt, an up smash, anything that can just kind of like let him know that, hey, you can't just come down on me for free. Because in this matchup, Fox wants to go down from Puff. Because drill beats up air, drill beats up smash. You just need to be smart. Weak hit nair combos off everything if you hit from a top. Like,
yeah, weak hit nair is so strong. That was a weak hit nair into grab into up throw into.
Yeah, I think that was a strong hit. I think he was just at a percent where he DI'd it quite poorly. So, I like the run back to Battlefield. This is a New York classic. They win game 1, or they win or lose game 1. They always go back. I feel like I've never seen a New York player that doesn't go to game 2 Battlefield if they lose.
Like, why not, dude?
There we go. Ooh, calls him in on the wave dash back. Fox looking for an up tilt there to catch his drift in. Super smart on Leighton there, throwing the up tilt. That's what I was talking about, just kind of like stuffing him a little bit. Because when you think of Fox Puff, you think of stuffing them with Bear. But Jigglypuff does have a few other tools in nair, forward air, up tilt, up smash that can stuff Fox in his dash.
Oh yeah, for sure. I used to love just going for an early percent up smash because it was the knockdown, and you're not expecting a grounded Jigglypuff to do that. You're not expecting a grounded Jigglypuff to do that.
That trade was actually fantastic. Because if you think about the percentages, super good. He wins on paper. But mentally, that's super big. He carries the momentum there because he took 2 straight stocks. Stocked in.
Yeah, 2 rests, less than a minute.
He's not even going to let slox take his stock. He'll take his own. See, he's starting to stuff him there. See, he's starting to get used to the timings where slox is jumping in, and that's where Puff really gets the mileage in this matchup. Ooh, that was a nice punish.
Yeah, it's super risky as Fox to even short hop because you just get hit at that early percent, and then you get knocked down.
Slox DI'd for the platform cancel there on the ledge to cancel the combo, and he kind of got himself out of that with the slide off. It was super smart by him, but Leighton can adapt to that. Puff does have an option where she does a double bear, and platform cancels her bear, and it does catch the Fox jumping back on after the slide off. Ooh, nice call out. So the only thing I am noticing is that when he's hit far off stage, Leighton is hitting the guards. Puff is not free, but he's hitting the stuff he needs to. But when it comes to like close to stage edge guards, I feel like slox is really catching him off guard. Hits him with a down tilt. That is my favorite move in Melee. Rustin. Yeah. Slox text that.
He got the text.
Slox is good, yeah. Down tilt is super underrated.
All right, 2-1 is the set.
Ooh. Nice up air calling him on the drop down. So this is super important. So where he plays around and positions around the platforms is super...
He's dead.
Nope.
Oh, SDI.
So if he's below the platforms at this percent, Fox can actually up throw, waveland on the platform, and up air. He has that much time because Jigglypuff and that much hit stun. DI's it a little bit. He wanted to go for the slight DI to mix up slox, but if you
you have enough time to go to the platform and then get the conversion?
Yes. In the 50 to 60%, 70% range, you can do that, yes.
Yeah, and that's when you're looking for it.
So slox caught on to the up tilt, running shields. That's super good in this matchup as well, because Puff has no option besides grab, and if it's a 50-50 between tomahawk grab or bearing. Down throw. Super smart. I feel like there's 2 schools of foxes. There's the foxes that, when they can't up throw, they down tilt, and the foxes that back throw. Because when you back throw, if they hold in, it's a 50-50, and you can actually back throw up air if they hold in.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. I like the down throw, though, because he just doesn't want to risk that up throw, up air. You know, you can get SDI down and then rested out of it, or you could just mistime it and get rested out of it.
Yeah, calls out the grab. So I think Leighton just needs to slow down a little bit. The one thing, he's a scrapper. He likes to fight. And unfortunately for him, Puff isn't necessarily the best at scrapping. If they're both going to try to approach like they are, Fox usually wins that. I think he needs to kind of slow down, be a little more methodical with his approaches. Even, like, you notice that whenever he's in a space, he feels the need to throw out an aerial to contest his space. Like, look at him, he's up air, back air, forward air. Like, he's always throwing out an aerial. And I think that being okay with just holding space and not aerialing is super important. Because if he has faith in his drift, he could drift back and punish it.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of dash dancing for normal characters.
Ooh, super good. It goes out there. That's the smart thing to do.
Like, that's how you whiff punish with Puff, though.
One thing you notice in this, head-to-head, Leighton has not gotten many grabs. And when he does, slox has DI'd and slide off DI'd off every single platform.
Yeah, with the exception of that one game where he lost.
Ooh, catches the nair on the drop.
Oh,
Jab reset. Ooh, no.
That was so risky.
Super smart get-up attack there. Yeah, so it's 2 on Fox. Leighton is nairing out of shield. That's actually not safe on shield. Fox can do any, even up smash or bear out of shield, anything that's not even the frame perfect stuff. Slox is really dominant this game, so
SDI'd it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but you can actually SDI Puff's forward throw and go literally nowhere. At 130, Puff actually can forward air off it. It's just hard. It's like almost frame perfect.
That's funny.
Ooh, early side B. That's one of those things, like when you're playing a player of Slox's caliber, you don't expect them to go for the quote-unquote scrubby early side B. It's that level 1 mix-up.
Yeah.
Puff can win this, though. We've seen HBox do it. We've seen every Puff in the world do it. He needs one grab, and it's doable. This tree transformation is not helping him, though. Even look here.
Nice knockdown.
Ooh, super smart. He jumps to the left, so he doesn't get punished there. Doesn't die. Good DI.
He's at kill percent, though. Up throw up here or up smash could both. Or I think up smash still has a little bit to go.
Up smash will kill now. Up smash kills definitely. At 54%. Or at this stage. So the biggest thing here that you're noticing with the scrapping, he's going in. Leighton doesn't need to go in here. He's the Puff. And I respect him for sticking to his guns. That's his playstyle. But in the head-to-head of Fox Puff, you can't really be going in on tree stage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, in general, every time I see HBox play this matchup, he's never going in. So, not that he's the be-all, end-all of Puff players, but he kind of is.
Yeah, I feel like most Puff players get annoyed when they watch their sets. They hear all the commentators talking about HBox, but unfortunately, he is the only like super top-level Puff. Principoo is around top 50 level, but there isn't anything else in that range. Leighton is top 100 himself, though. He is nothing to scoff at. He's a strong player. Reads the jump out. Full drift on that. Okay, so one thing I especially noticed in that was that Slox was super good about mixing up his approaches. He would running Shine, like, probably once every 3 times, and then the other times he would go for a early aerial into a Shine aerial to catch him jumping, trying to short hop an air, short up bear out of shield. He was super conscious about where Puff was and what